So check the income, 31 over 19 harvesters. So that's good news for SubjectDelta. But, I mean, if you look at the income, minerals, the gas is just about is even, basically. And the minerals, pretty close. Although it looks like those mules, no, they're still up there. So, that was a good attack by SubjectDelta, but Azul is definitely not out of this. Remaking these bunkers up here. He's finally got tanks out. Siege tech is done. And let's see what this warp prism is going to go do now. Looks like he's going to warp some things in up on the high ground, so that could be interesting. The production tab. So we got more immortals and shards. Adding on a couple extra gateways is definitely a good thing to do. We got the Templar Arc, which is a pretty good idea. Azul's gone pretty heavy with the bio here, so we could see some awesome storm action going on. No spot. There's a Splendid coming out. Does have the engineering bay. I guess he's just getting upgrades out of that. Not going to put up any turrets to bother with the. Actually, he hasn't gotten anything out of it. So, no idea why he got that. I don't see any turrets anyway. But this observer's still in this base, so he's able to. SubjectDelta is going to know exactly what Azul is doing, pretty much. So Azul turtling fairly extensively right now. Warp Prism still just coming up here. Looks like SubjectDelta feels pretty confident that he's going to go and take a fuel. Good idea, though. Rock's good, though. This SCV is scouting around for extra expansions. And he did manage to sneak an SCV up here, so maybe he's going to throw an expansion. Bye-bye, SCV. Coming down out here. Just some more pylons out here. There's a Templar, and Sonic Storm is on the way. Probably needs to get Kadarin Amulet too, I don't know anyone who doesn't. Because having your Templar be able to cast a Storm when they come out is so nice. Looks like SubjectDelta is placing a pylon up here, but I'm not going to see this probe, so I'm not going to expect an expansion. Looks like Azul is finally comfortable enough to move out a little bit. Hopefully SubjectDelta did see that. I'm going to park it at the watchtower for a second. If SubjectDelta did see that, he could, you know, get back here, warp in a bunch of units, and Azul would be in trouble. Azul supply cap right now, but still producing. So looks like we're going to have a giant tank. The tanks are unsieged right now, but they're not doing focus. Here comes the Sidestorm on the bio army. Oh, it's not working at all. It's taking so much damage from the Sidestorm. And that army just got obliterated. These tanks did not even get a chance to siege up. And those Sidestorms, it looks like 4 Templars just annihilated that bio ball because it just sat there and ate those storms. So getting a couple Archons out, and it looks like he's going for a strong counter push. I don't think there's anything Azul can do at this point. Although he decides like he's not going to go up there. He's got a lot of extra minerals right now, so he could warp in 5 units. That would definitely help. Looks like sending a couple probes out to this newly finished high yield. They're warping in some more units down here. 6 some Zealot Stalkers. Oh, he is very nicely pinging for me. Is there any observers? No. He was pinging for entirely for my gratification. That he is getting ground armor level 1. I usually go weapons first, but obviously looks like I missed a little warp in. I don't think he actually warped anything in. I think he started to and then changed back to phasing or transport mode, so didn't even get a chance. So SubjectDelta had a really big advantage there for a little bit, but he's definitely let Azul, you know, macro back up a little bit. So he's not out of this. He's in a really good position to defend with these siege tanks and these bunkers. And he's got this choke right here. You know, I'd like to see one of the tanks be put up on the high ground, but what do we do? These Archons just chilling out in the middle. Just chilling. There we go. Some more Templar coming out, and they do have enough energy for Psystorm right away. Still producing Immortals out of this robotics facility, and Immortals are so good against tanks and buildings. Although it looks like Azul is going to push out, and if he pushes out, if he gets spotted by SubjectDelta, that is just going to be devastating. Getting up SubjectDelta, reaction time is not great on this. He needs to get those Templars in there. TNT is going down, taking a big water flow. But again, Azul is just sitting in the storm, eating them. It's a great long difficult thing. I think he can do it. Delta just presses. If he attack, presses in. I guess he's gonna warp in a couple more units. Azul lamenting the fact that he just wasted 2 armies in a row by sitting in storms. SubjectDelta still not attacking. He is getting a 4th expansion down here, and I did see earlier he was getting that robotics bay. Boosting out thermal lanes. I guess he just really wants a Colossus to be part of this final advance. So both players macroing up to the best of their abilities. Looks like Azul is just about to be mined out in his main, which will be sad because he has been hard contained for the last 5-10 minutes. So don't think there's anything he's going to be able to do. SubjectDelta could have won this game a little while ago had he just gone and attacked. I don't really know why he's got these Ravens out. I guess for point defense drone, but I didn't actually see any go down in the last engagement. So SubjectDelta, oh man, I'm dying with the hiccups over here. Macroing up pretty hard, got 8 warp gates producing, does have that Colossus out. And he is just toying with his opponent. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Blah, 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 blah. He's upgrading some more. More Colossus. Looks like Azul is thinking about pressing out again, which would be a tragic mistake. Again. Alright, he's going to scan right in this armor. He is trying to take this up here, but it isn't going. So, Azul actually able to keep these tanks alive. Colossus is hard to do pretty good damage up here. Nice combi, but he doesn't attack the Marnie of it. He can't really do anything. A couple of PvPs did go down. Soaking up a lot of these stalker shots, but some units. Finally, Azul does GG because SubjectDelta still has not attacked. Oh, that's annoying. But, fairly good game by SubjectDelta. He definitely chose his engagements well. Azul kind of banging his head against the brick wall. So, anyways, that's it for this game, and tune in next time, please. Please.